So my agency has currently made £0, and in this video I wanted to talk about the importance of discipline and why I should prioritise it over motivation. So let's sit down and I'll talk to you a bit more about this. So in this video, like I said, it's all about discipline and it's not really about motivation, and that's why I called it How I Stay Motivated While My Agency Still Makes £0. I've never made a single penny from the agency yet, but I'm still pushing, I'm still trying to improve, adjust and gain more clients. Try to make it a successful and a good business, not just for me but for the clients as well. It's all about providing real client value and real client satisfaction in it too. So that's what I'm currently building, that's what I'm trying to improve. But yeah, it's all about the discipline, it's not about the motivation at all. You know, prioritising discipline if you just do it no matter how you feel, because if you acted only upon motivation when you feel like it, you wouldn't very often act. You may get the odd spurt or the odd feeling that I really want to do it today or for this 10 minutes or whatever. But if you just keep doing it regardless, if you keep showing up no matter if you feel like it, if you don't feel like it, that's the way to really make progress. Like I've mentioned before in a lot of videos, it's all about taking the action, it's all about trying to improve and take the next steps. It's not about thinking about the end goal. It's all about what do you do next and what do you do after that, what do you do after that, and so on. And that's the real way to make progress. You can't really make progress if you just try really hard once a week. It's all about trying consistently every single day to try and get towards where you want to be, because success for many different people looks like very different things. It may be driving supercars, it may be buying a house, living comfortably and not having to worry about money again, but whatever it is for you, it's kind of really important to think that it's not just about when you feel like it, it's about taking action every single day and then thinking to yourself, what's the next step, then what's the next step, then what's the next step. So that's the real main point and main message of this video. If I could leave you with one message to take away for the video, it would be, don't just act when you feel like it, act when you know it needs to be done. To take small steps every single day or big steps every single day. Just make sure you're trying to put in the effort consistently and not just once every week or once every month. It's really important to keep trying every single day to get towards where you want to be. And that's what I'm trying to do currently with building the agency. As I said, I've not made a single penny from it yet. So I'm really looking to improve that. But I need to build the systems, I need to get my clients satisfied before I can start doing that. With the offer I'm currently running, I need to make sure they're happy before I then go to do paid work, because if they're not happy with my free work, then they definitely won't be happy with the paid work. So that's kind of my thought process at the minute. I have got a few potential clients on board, but I'm trying to improve the service for them and trying to improve it and make it so much better than what it is currently, because it's still, I'm not saying anything's bad or anything's going horribly wrong with the agency right now. I'm just saying I know it definitely could be better, and I know that I'm trying to get to that place where it is better and get to the point where my clients are so happy with the free work that they'd definitely be more than happy to pay me for paid work. That's kind of my thought process. If they're not happy with the free work, then why would they eventually be happy with the paid work, if you see where I'm coming from? That's kind of where I'm thinking, and that's what I'm trying to get to at the moment. So I don't rely on my feelings to take action, I try every single day. I've also set myself the goal of making at least £2,000 before I return back to school. Currently I think we're sitting at around £180, £190. I uploaded an update yesterday on my more short form content, so Instagram, TikTok. I uploaded the update there. I added £32, so we're getting some progress, but it's really, really small and it's not really getting us anywhere. That was from an eBay sale actually. So it's something that, I'm trying to, so happy with free work, with the trial or the offer I'm running at the moment. So even when it comes to paying, it's just like a no-brainer, rather than thinking, well, the free trial was alright, we did the results, it wasn't exceptional. I want to go over, above and beyond. And when we get to that point, then I think I will start charging or trying to improve things from there. But currently I'm trying to make a service, make it so efficient, so client satisfaction orientated, so that no matter what client it is, they are so satisfied for the free work or the offer. Even if we jump into paid work, it's just a no-brainer, because the service is so good, because we're generating the results we said we would, because we are trying to get them as many results as possible, but we're doing it in an efficient and seamless way. We pass it over to them in a seamless way. I don't want anything to be clunky, I don't want anything to be there to be like a bottleneck in it where they have trouble logging in with this software or trouble logging in with that software. So that's really, really key to me. I want to improve the service so much and make it so, perfect and as close to perfect as it can be. That's kind of my whole aim. That's really what I want to do with it. You can also think about your discipline as a muscle. If you train it daily, then you're going to keep showing up every single day, and each day you will become better at the work you do because you're showing up more, and you'll be growing that drive, the fire inside of you to try get to where you want to be. Whatever that version of success to you looks like, whether it's driving supercars like I've mentioned, or if it's buying a house, never having to worry about money again for you and your family, whatever it may be. If you take the discipline and if you think about it like a muscle, you keep training it every single day it gets stronger and you have more of a drive every day to do it. That's also a great way to think about it. Just by showing up every day, you put in the steps and you put in the action towards your goal of success, whatever that may look like to you. Because for many people, it does really, really vary. And some people may think that everyone wants the supercars or everyone wants the penthouses in Miami or whatever sort of is portrayed a lot online. That's often not what very many people want. Maybe people just want to live comfortably and they never want to have to worry about money again. They want to make sure their family's taken care of, etc. So success really does look very different for many different people. So whatever your version is, just make sure you do try for it. Don't be that person that sits there and goes, well, I could do that, but I'm not going to try. Especially if you have nothing to lose, such as an Instagram account. If you're a personal trainer and you want to gain more clients online, starting an Instagram account is a great way to do it. You can document your journey, you can try and gain clients on there as well, and it's completely free, so you have nothing to lose. So I think putting in the action every single day and starting something, especially when you have nothing to lose, is a great way to try and make progress, and it's a great way to take action. And the truth is, I'm not always hyped or excited to come to the laptop and try do some ads or try work on the agency, but I do show up and I do try to get there. I do try to gain more clients, whether it's by Instagram, whether it's cold calling. No matter my method, I do try and improve the agency, whether it's trying to build a system. No matter what it is, I don't always show up to the laptop feeling hyped and super excited to do it, because I do really have a passion for the agency. But no matter what, you're not always going to feel super excited, super, happy to do it, or super, really ready to do it. You're not going to go through life without one bad day or a few bad days, whatever it may be. But that's just something to bear in mind as well. You're not always going to feel hyped or excited to do it. But if you do it regardless, if you do what you know you should be doing to try and improve the agency or try and improve your online business, whatever you sort of are starting at the moment, however you can progress that forward, if you know there's a way to do it and you're thinking, should I do it today, should I not do it today? My personal advice would be do it today, because it's the only way to take action. It's the best way to get to where you want to be, and it's the only way to make progress moving forward, whether it's with your online business, whether you have an Instagram account or an agency, etc. And it's all about, no one's actually going to do that for you. It's all up to you to execute it. So if it's something you really want to go for, if it's something you really can see yourself doing in the future, if you have a passion for it, because if you don't feel like doing it every single day, it doesn't mean you don't have a passion for it. It just means that day you're not super hyped to do it. So if it's something you have such a passion for, like me with the agency, I have such a passion for it, I really want to grow it, I want to take it to the next level where all clients are satisfied. That's kind of my aim. But if you have passion for it and you really try to get there, try to make your version of success a reality for yourself or for your family, whatever it may look like, just make sure you're taking the small steps every single day that are required, because that's the only way to make progress. And also, when you take action, it's the only way to know if it's actually for you or not. The clarity and the clarification, that only comes after you take action and not before. You can only know if it's something for you, if it's not something for you, after you take the first steps, after you gain your first few clients, or whatever the business model is. It's important to take the first few steps, because you never know where it might lead you eventually. And sometimes you will even have to separate your emotions from your responsibilities. It's all about what needs to be done, what responsibilities do you hold, and not how do you feel like it. Do you feel like doing it today? Do you feel happy, sad? So it is sometimes about separating the responsibilities that you have as an agency owner, as a business owner, and then separating that from your emotions as well. So it's important to understand that if you do have responsibilities, then you stick to them and make sure that you are keeping up with those responsibilities, no matter how you feel that day, if it's sad, happy, really excited, really dull, whatever it may be. It's important to remember that you are an agency owner, you are a business owner. So by taking responsibility and by keeping the responsibilities you have to separate your emotions from that sometimes. Building a daily routine or adding a small habit in each day is a great way to try and increase discipline and overcome the motivation phase, where you just act when you feel like it, such as waking up every single day at 5 AM to try and get a workout in before work or before school, or whatever your current situation is. By adding in a small habit, it can allow you to make progress and trying to get to where you want to be. You can create checklists and mini tasks just to make sure you're staying on track, you're trying to make progress and trying to take the next small steps towards where you want to be. A key mindset shift is to actually think about this like a real business and not just a side project. Even if it is classed as a side hustle, if it's something you take really seriously, you try to improve, you try to grow, that's the best way to take action, to improve, to make progress moving into the future. Think about it like a real business, something that you're really trying to grow, not just a side hustle that you try for once every 2 weeks or once a week, whatever your sort of time period may be. Make sure you're treating it like a real business, something you really want to grow, something you have such a passion for, delivering good quality service or a product to your customers. That's the key there. So I've currently made showing up a non-negotiable, no matter what day it is, no matter what time. If there's something that needs to be done for the agency, I try to show up and I try to get there, whether it's provide an ad for a client, whether it's adjust an ad for a client, whatever it may be. I make sure showing up for me is a non-negotiable. So like I've said, I've currently made £0 and 0 pence from the agency, but that doesn't necessarily mean that I'm failing. I'm currently in the building stages. Of course, I admit I'm not trying to make excuses here. It's not great that I haven't made any money from the agency since I started it about 3-4 months ago. I'm still trying to refine the service, refine the systems inside of it and everything like that, and I'm really not here for excuses. That's not what I'm about at all. I'm not necessarily saying that it's failing because I haven't made any money yet. It's all about, can I build the systems, can I build a good quality service that actually gets me to the position where I can make money, and it's such an easy process for the clients to hand over their money because it's such a good service, it's such a good product, it's such a good overall customer experience. That's what I'm really focusing on at the moment. So in a sense, yes, of course, it's absolutely failing because I haven't made any money whatsoever. But if you want to think about it in a sense of the long game, then maybe it's just about building systems, refining your service right now. So in the future, you can gain more clients and make them more satisfied, more happy, etc. Like I said, I'm really not here for excuses. I'm really not trying to, sugarcoat it on here for online. It definitely is a failure of some sort because I haven't made any money from the agency yet. But if you want to think about it in the long game, then maybe it's not quite a failure because I'm trying to build systems, etc. to grow it in the future. So I just wanted to make that clear. I'm not about excuses whatsoever. If there's something that I need to be doing, I'm obviously not doing something right because I haven't made any money yet, and I totally accept that and totally take accountability for it. So I'm trying to refine the service, make it so good that when it comes to paid work, it's just a non-negotiable. It's so easy for the client to hand over the money because it's such a good product, such a good service, and it's actually worth paying for. So I'm trying to invest my time now to make long returns in the future, hopefully within the next few years or few months, few decades, whatever that may be, whatever that may look like for me. Hopefully in 10 years from now, I'll be telling you something completely different because I'll be in a completely different place, and hopefully I have a lot more value to provide to you. Who knows where I could be in 10 years? I could be running the agency, could be running some other company, who knows what it may be. But in the future, that's something I'm really looking forward to documenting my journey on here. I'm really looking forward to actually seeing how far I can take this, and with the passion, with the drive that I have, I hope that I can take it somewhere, that if I was telling myself a year ago, from 10 years from now, then I wouldn't believe it. That's really what I want to achieve. I want to get somewhere that I never thought I could, with the passion, with the drive that I have, because it's so strong. My drive, and I really, really, really want to get there. And I'm looking to refine the service, make it as good as possible, trying to make my clients as satisfied as they possibly can be. That's what it's all about for me, and that's what I'm really trying to do. Every startup business started out £0. That's just part of the journey. It's all about growing from there. It's all about how do you evolve, how do you refine your product, your service, your idea, to make the customer experience the best it possibly can be. And it's all about this stage really tests whether I'm ready for the long haul or not. If I keep showing up regardless of no results, then eventually when I do start to see results, I will still put in the work, I will still be dedicated no matter what, whether I see results or not. So this part is all about testing, am I ready for the long haul? And in my personal opinion, I'm not going to give up, I'm going to keep trying until I get there. I'm going to make this whole online entrepreneur, the agency or whatever it is in the future, I really am going to make it work, or I'm going to die trying. So that's something that I just can't get out of my mind, it's something I'm constantly thinking about. So that's something that I'm trying to improve, whether it is with the agency, whether 10 years from now I'm running a completely different company, whatever it may be. I really am trying to get there, or I'm going to keep trying, or I'm going to die trying. So that's something that I really want to get across to you guys. If you have a passion, if you have a drive for it, then make sure you're trying for it, because if it's something you really can see yourself doing, you have such a passion for it, then why wouldn't you go for it? Especially if it's free, like starting an Instagram account to try gain more clients if you're a personal trainer, or any other business. If it's free and you have nothing to lose and it's something you really, really want, then why wouldn't you go for it? And why wouldn't you try to achieve your version of success, achieve your dreams, whatever that might look like for you? That's really important, and that's my main message, and that's something I really want to come across to you guys. Because £0 now doesn't always mean £0 forever. I have time to grow and try and improve the service as quickly as possible, try and make my service delivery, my client acquisition, so everything's so efficient, everything's so seamless, so that the customer experience is absolutely exceptional and it's one-on-one. I really do want to make an unforgettable customer seamless experience. But why am I doing it? I want to build something that I have control over my future, and I want to build something that I'm proud of, and something that I can say, yeah, actually, I built that company, or yeah, I grew that business. Whatever it may be in the future, I really want control over my future, and I want to make sure I'm building something that I'm proud of, and I was disciplined and determined along the way, not someone who opened up a drop shipping store and immediately it went viral and blew up. I want to build something from the foundations. I want to build something that's like a fortress around the companies or around the investments that I have, whatever that may be in the future. I just want to make sure that I can build something from the ground. I want to build I want to make the groundwork now, rather than just setting up a drop shipping store, making it go viral, and that's simply it. If you know what I mean, I just want to build something that actually has customer value, the customers feel valued, rather than just going online and buying something. And I'm not saying the drop shipping model is an awful model and you shouldn't start it, but for me, I want to build the foundations. I want to make sure that I'm building the skills and becoming the person worthy of the success in the future. And that's something that's really important to me. I want to look back and say I gave it everything. I don't want to look back and regret what I did, or regret scrolling on social media when I could have been working, etc. So I'm really trying to become disciplined, become dedicated towards the cause of growing the agency at the moment, because like I said, I haven't made a single penny from it. It's really important that I refine the service, make it as good as it possibly can, make the free work I'm currently doing for clients exceptional, so that when it does come to paid work, it is inevitable and it's a no-brainer, because the service was so good even when it was free. And maybe by me showing my journey with you, maybe it might inspire you or want you to start something of your own, whether it's an Instagram account, whether it's an online business, whatever it may be. Maybe by me documenting my journey, and if you see these videos and you think, yeah, actually, now I do have something I really want to work on, there's something that I really want to push for, something I really want to gain for me or my family or my future, then maybe I will go for it, especially if I have nothing to lose. And that's kind of, it's great if you want to start something and you say you really want to achieve success, but you don't put in the work for it. But if there's something you really want, you have a passion for it, you have nothing to lose, why wouldn't you go for it? And why wouldn't you try to achieve the dreams or achieve the goals or whatever it is that you want? And I think the main reason why many people don't even start is because they're worried of what people will think of them. There's always going to be, no matter what you do, people will always think that's a good thing, they'll think it's a really bad thing, or they'll think it's a great thing or an awful thing. People are always going to think something about it. They're never going to be neutral and not have an opinion on it. So why wouldn't you do something to try and achieve your version of success? Because no matter what you do, there's always going to be people that think it's a really good thing, there's going to be people that think it's a really bad thing. So why wouldn't you go for it and try and achieve your version of success, or try and get to where you want to be in the future? And success to me is all about growth and not just income. If I can grow and become a person worthy of the success in the future, then that is just as valuable as the income that I may be seeing within the next 5-10 years, whatever it may be, if I really do grow this whole online entrepreneur thing, you know, the whole 15-year-old SMMA owner, whatever sort of perception. I just really want to grow it. I really want to increase the value and grow with the agency, grow with the online business that I start in the future, or whatever it may be. It's all about growing and not just the income, growing to become the person worthy of the success that maybe I'll be seeing in the future. Maybe I won't, but I'm not going to give up. I'm going to keep trying for it. Who knows where this could take me? If it takes me nowhere, I'm going to keep trying. If it takes me many places, I'm still going to keep trying. So no matter what, I'm going to keep putting in the work, keep putting in the dedication, the discipline to try and get to where I want to be. And if I don't eventually get there, I'm going to keep trying until I do. And who knows, my version of success may evolve as I grow. I don't know what it may look like in 5 years if I'm hitting certain targets that I really want to hit. It may look very different in 2 weeks. So who knows, if anything changes with the agency within the next few weeks or days, then my version of success may change alongside with that. As if my version of success right now is to grow the agency and get a paying client. If I gain that paying client, am I going to stop there? Am I going to try to keep growing and improving? So my version of success may change with time, and I do completely understand that. Maybe the agency won't even get me to my version of success at the moment. Who knows, but the agency is the only thing I'm focused on, and I'm very, very focused on growing that, improving the customer experience and the service, and trying to improve that, as well as documenting the process on here, trying to grow the social media. Is something that's really important to me also. The skills I may build now can compound over time, because in the future, if I start a different company, different business, etc., I can use the same skills I'm learning now, such as running ads, gaining clients, onboarding clients onto a system. How do you do that whole process? That's something I'm currently in the learning stage of, and if I ever do learn that fully and understand it very, very well, which I'm looking to refine it, like I've mentioned many times in this video before, looking to refine the whole onboarding, the customer, the whole efficiency of the agency. And when I can do that, if in the future that skill can be applied into a future business to try and get me ahead of the competition or ahead of the game, whatever it may be, then yeah, that is something that is important to me. The skills that I'm learning now may compound and will hopefully compound and be useful in the future. It's all about planting the seeds now for them to sprout and have the opportunities tomorrow. Like I've said, I'm not necessarily looking for quick wins. I'm looking to build the foundation, become the person worthy of the success I'm looking to achieve in the future. That really is the key thing to me. I'm not looking for quick wins or instant money or instant income. It's all about, can I become the person worthy of the success? And the way to get there for me is to become disciplined, to become determined, passionate about what it is that I'm trying to achieve, whether it's the agency, whether 5 years from now it's a completely different company, who knows, but I'm looking to become the person worthy of the success. So if I do ever get there, or if I don't, I'm going to keep trying. But if I do get there, it's all about, was I the person worthy of the success? Was I dedicated? Was I disciplined? Was I passionate about what it is that I'm trying to do? And if the answer was yes, and I have no regrets about it, then that is absolutely my version of success, and that's where I'm looking to get to. And of course, I'm open to evolving, adjusting the agency if needed, but I'm very, very committed to showing up every single day, taking the action that is required to get towards where I want to be. I've had 0 results so far from the agency, but I keep showing up, I keep trying to improve and evolve every single day to try and get towards the customer satisfaction, to try and make sure everything's so seamless and efficient, that the free work I'm currently doing is so value driven and gives them so much value that when it comes to paid work, it is just a no-brainer. It's something that they can see themselves working with me and I can see myself working with them. That's the stage where I want to get to. It's all about consistently showing up and not just thinking, how can I gain the income now and in a quick win, if you know what I mean. It's all about building the foundations, building a good service, a good product, or a good idea. So eventually in the future, when it comes to your paid work or your paid product or whatever it may be, it's such a no-brainer because it's so value-driven and it's so seamless, efficient and effortless for the customer or the consumer. Yes, of course, I've faced rejection, emails ignored or no answers on calls, Instagram DMs just being left alone and no reply. But it's all about keep going, it's all about keeping the consistency up, the discipline up. That is something that's so important to me, and I've made it very, very predominant in this video, and that is the whole idea of the video. Make sure you're showing up daily, putting in the discipline, trying to make the effort to try get to where you want to be. The only way to get there by taking action and making progress along the way. Of course, the doubt will show up. You'll think, is this for me? Is the agency work going to progress? Am I going to get there with the version of success I'm trying to do? But this is all about separating your responsibilities from your emotions, like I've mentioned previously in this video. It's all about you have the responsibility of trying to make your service so much better, and if it's not currently where you want it to be now, then take accountability for it, because I definitely am. My service is not where I want it to be. I want to improve it so much, but I am looking to take accountability for that, and I am taking accountability for it. In the future, I'm looking to refine it, make it so efficient, make it so much better, so that the free work I'm doing becomes paid work, and that paid work is so easy, and it's such an easy decision for that client to make, because I'm providing so much value and so many results for them. The people around you may not always get it, they may not always understand that you're trying to constantly improve and you're sat at your laptop for a long time every single day. But if you keep moving, if you keep trying to get to where you want to be, then eventually, why shouldn't you get there? If you put in the action every single day, and you put in consistent progress, and you take action when is needed and when's required on the right things as well, then why shouldn't you be able to get there? Especially when you have nothing to lose, such as starting an Instagram account for your personal training business, whatever it may be. Take the action, try and get there. It's the only way to try and make progress, and then eventually you can see if it's right for you. If it's not right for you, whatever the case may be, try and get to where your version of success may be. Believe in the process even when the results aren't showing, because currently I'm seeing no results, but I'm trusting in the process. I'm trusting in building the foundation, so in the future I can achieve my version of success. Rejection or no results don't kill your progress. The only thing that does is quitting and giving up on it. And if you think about it, like every single failure, everything that doesn't go right, every result you don't get for your client, or every client you don't gain, they're all a free lesson, and they're all something you can learn from, adapt, and hopefully adjust to learn from in the future. I'm currently trying to build a system that's seamless, efficient, and effortless, whether it's onboarding for clients, whether it's the service delivery, whether it's running ads, so everything is so seamless. And this is something I'm going to refine over time to try and make the customer experience so efficient, so outstanding, that they are so satisfied, and hopefully they will become clients and make themselves the best company or get the best results for them. That's really the aim of my agency. I want to be a great customer service and provide great customer value to them, and I also want to get them great results and give them as many results as possible. Because watching others or online influencers or people in your niche can really help you to grow, but the only thing that will truly help, and the biggest lessons you'll ever learn, is from when you fail, from when you adapt from that, and then when you make it better and learn that that actually works. It's all about what's going wrong, how can you adjust it to the point where it doesn't go wrong, then from there how can you get it so it's an exceptional service. So it's kind of like a three-stage process, and that, or at least for me in my mind, it's a three-stage process. What went wrong, how can you adapt it so it didn't go wrong, and then when you've got it so it's not going wrong, how can you make it exceptional so it's outstanding and it's a better service or product than everyone else. Execution is by far the best education. And the reason I'm documenting my whole process of becoming the 15-year-old online entrepreneur from the right beginning and from now is because I want people to see the ugly and not just the shiny at the end, whether that's in 5 years, whether that's in 2 weeks, whether it's in 10 years, whatever it may be. I want people to see the whole process, not just everything that comes after that. It's all about the dedication, the hard work that comes in between that interval, and how do you get to where you want to be. It's with the dedication, but working on the right thing also. You know, there's very many people that are very, very, very hard working out there, but they're not working on the right thing, and that's something why maybe they're not getting towards where they want to be, or maybe they need to go onto a different path because that thing isn't right for them. So it's all about working really hard. Yes, of course it is, but it's about working hard on the right things, the things that are going to actually make you progress. Because if you're working on something that's quite pointless, or something that isn't, you know, is not really going to get you to where you want to be, but you just think, oh, I'll just work on this just because it's something I feel like I should do, even when you know it's not going to get you to where you want to be. It's all about what action now will actually get you towards where you want to be, will make progress for you. That's something really key to remember. So not just about working on something, it's about working on the right thing. So whether it's a business, if you're trying to improve your systems, then what system in specific do you need to improve? What's going wrong? From there, how can you expand that system and implement it into others to try and make the others a lot more seamless and efficient as well? So it's all about not just saying, oh, I'm going to work on the systems today. Well, what system are you going to work on? What's the right thing to work on? What's going to give the business, the agency, progress, so that when you work on that system, everything's better, or it's improved, or it's exceptional? How do you get to that stage? And that's what I think it's all about. It's all about not working hard, because yes, that is obviously so important. Being dedicated, disciplined is so important. But it's working and being dedicated to the right thing. I'm not waiting to achieve my version of success and then I'll show up online. I'm looking to document the whole journey, so you can see from the beginning, not just everything that comes after the hard work, after the dedication. I'm looking to show that and talk about it a lot as well on my YouTube channel, on my short form content, just so people can see it's not all about the end result. It's about the process, the journey, the dedication that got you there. So this is kind of my digital footprint of progress, and it's something I'm looking to stick with and keep growing the YouTube channel, keep growing the social media, so that even if it's in 50 years, my version of success, it's not just about how did you know, what comes after it, all the fancy things or whatever it is your version of success may be. It's all about the progress, the dedication, the discipline, and the journey of how you actually got there. What work did you do? What did you start out with actually? So for me, it's with social media marketing, and then now I run an agency. So it's all about how did you get from A to B, not just about seeing the results after you got to B. Who knows, maybe in 10 years time, 20 years time, 30 years time, I'll be looking back at this video and laughing because I've still made £0 and 0 pence from the agency. But by then I may be somewhere completely different from now. I may be on a completely different level, or I may be in a different business, or whatever it may be. But who knows, maybe in 10 years I'll look back at this video and think I still made £0 and 0 pence from the agency. But that's the situation I'm currently in. That's something I'm looking to improve, but not in a quick way. I'm not looking to just start charging my clients, because I could charge my clients £10 a month. I'm sure they'd pay it, because then I haven't made £0 and 0 pence. But it's not about that. It's about how can I improve the systems, the efficiency, and everything in between to try get to where I want to be and provide a high value service, not just charging £10 per month, because I'm sure my clients would pay £10 per month for the service that I'm providing. Then I can say I haven't made £0 from the agency. But it's really important to me to refine the systems to make them a lot better than what they currently are. The service delivery, the ad delivery, and the results delivery, to try and get to that customer satisfaction and provide them with so much value that when it does come to paid work, it's a no-brainer. And remember, your journey is your own, so let yourself build confidence with that and let that propel you forward to where you want to be, to get towards your version of success, whatever that may look like. I'm nowhere near my version of success currently. I'm looking to obviously get there, but how do I become the person worthy of getting that success? That's what I'm looking to grow. That's what I'm looking to gain. By growing the agency, by improving the systems, by making everything so seamless and efficient and effective. How do we get that? And how do I go from there to becoming the person worthy of success? And that's the stage, and that's the thing I'm currently trying to improve on. No one sees the work you do when no one's watching. It's all about what do you do when no one's watching. Do you stay disciplined? Do you stay motivated? Are you consistent with your efforts to try get to your version of success or make some progress towards it? If you're currently building something and it's not working out, then keep going, keep showing up, keep using the discipline to drive you. Show up and do the things you know that need to be done. Take action on the right things and make sure that even if it's free and you have nothing to lose, you're trying for it, it's something you really want, something you really can see yourself doing. That's what's really important, and that's what's about it. The only way to definitely not achieve your version of success, even if it takes you 30 years, the only way to not achieve it is by giving up and quitting on the process. It's all about the journey. It's all about how do you go from A to B. Are you disciplined throughout? Are you dedicated throughout? If so, then why shouldn't you be able to achieve your version of success? So forget motivation and build habits that work daily, even when you don't feel like showing up. It's all about putting one foot forward in front of the other, what's required next and what's required next, etc, etc. It's all about trying to take the small actions or consistent steps every single day to make progress. And if you have the mindset of this might not work, but I will, if you keep working towards your goal, even if the current thing you're doing may not work, and you keep trying and you never give up on the process or give up on the dedication or the journey, then why shouldn't you be able to achieve your version of success? And that's the main message I want to leave you for the video. That's the video. Thank you very much for watching. Remember to take it one step at a time, and I will see you in the next one.